Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to talk about parallel streams again. The last example we tried when not to use parallel streams, and today again we're going to talk about parallel streams when we should not use. If you use, it will lead to invalid output or wrong result. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe my channel so you will get all the updates. Let's jump into our topic. So what I'm trying to do here, so let's create a main method here. So first let's decide what we're gonna do. So I want to perform some operation where it will leads different output or wrong output when it comes to parallel streams. So for now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a class. See, basically as I mentioned in the previous video, if you're trying to update some data or modifying some data in that particular situations, going for a parallel stream, it's not a good idea. And here I'm going to show you why is that. So I'm going to create a class called calculation here, which contains one variable. So private int, I'm going to call as a total. So let me generate getters and setters, and let's both. Okay, so and I'm gonna create one more method here. So public void, and the method name is going to be calculate, and this method will accept an integer, so a simple input. Okay, so this is going to be an input. So what I'm trying to do, every time this method calls, I'm gonna update the total, so which I declared in the instance level. So what I'm gonna do, total n plus equal input, and you know the meaning of this, right? So total is equal to input plus the total. Okay, so now I have the class ready. So now what I need to do, I need to find a way to call this particular method and passing some data to it, and then we'll see the outcome. Okay, so basically what I need to do, I'm going to create a range of data. So range of data means we use in stream.range closed method, right, where we can create a range of data. First of all, let me create an object for my calculator calculation. So cal is equal to new calculation. Okay, cool. Now what I need to do, I'm gonna create a data. So into stream, and I'm gonna use dot range closed method. So the starting value is going to be 0 to, or maybe I can provide until 2000, right? Which works. And then I'm gonna use the for each method. So the for each method which will accept the int consumer. Okay, so if it is a normal stream, it will accept a consumer. Since it is an int stream, it will accept an int consumer. So the method I'm trying to call here is the calculate method. So I'm gonna use the method reference here. If you're not aware what is method reference, let me know in the comments so I can create one more video for that. So I have an object here, so I can use the object to access this method. So what I'm trying to do is, so cal, and I'm using two colons here, and then the method I'm trying to call is calculate. So what will happen in this scenario, for each will run 2000 times every time one input passed into the calculate method, which means this method. So every time there will be an input here, it will be added into the total. So I'm processing 2000 elements. Okay, so now what I need to do, I'm gonna just print the data here. So result in sequential flow. So if you want to know what is the data available in the total, you can use the cal, and you can try to retrieve the get total method, which will give you the latest updated total. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this code and and just note one thing, and this is just a normal stream, it's not a parallel stream, it's a sequential stream. Okay, because I didn't mention anything as a parallel, so it is act as a sequential stream. So let me run it and I'll show you what is the outcome. Okay, this is my outcome. So if I run the parallel, it should also give me the same output. Okay, that maybe the performance might delay, but it has to give the same output, right? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this piece of a line and I'm gonna paste it here. Let me minimize this one. Okay, and here I'm gonna make a small change. So after I created a range of data, I'm gonna pass this as a parallel. So instead of a sequential stream, I'm gonna pass as a parallel stream. That is the only difference. And then I'm gonna copy this line and I'm gonna paste it here. So result in parallel. So now I can use the same cal method to get the total, right? So now what I'm gonna do is save it and run. This is where we'll know what is the problem with the sequence. See what is the result in the sequence. It's 200 and 1000, right? And here 400, 2000. I'm gonna run it one more time. See what has happened. The sequence result always remains the same, but the parallel will always give some different output because there are multiple threads are running that particular integer, which means the total. So one thread will update first and second thread will update later, and the similar way each and every thread has to work on updating the total. So there is a possibility some thread maybe override the existing data. Instead of adding it, it will override the data. So what I'm trying to tell you here, if you're working with the data manipulation or you're updating some data or processing some data, make sure you're not using the parallel, because the previous example, it will give you a time difference, the performance difference, but the outcome is same. So that's not a problem. But here, the outcome itself, it is different, which means the parallel gives you a wrong output. So that is the reason we should not use parallel when it comes to updating your data. Okay, so please do let me know your comments in this. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. So what I'm trying to do is I'll create one more video, because we talked about the method reference, right? So if you want to know what is method reference, I can create one more video. Thank you. See you soon.